That is my daughter. You can't just take her.
Daddy!
Back away, sir. We have a lawful warrant. Please back away.
You are scaring her.
Back away right now, sir, or I'll place you under arrest.
How can you do this to me? They just, Abby,
Please, the judge awarded me custody.
because you lied to them. You know that I never laid a finger on you or her.
Well, too bad you couldn't prove that in court.
You're not gonna get away with this. The truth always wins.
You know, you should really be a little more concerned about getting me my child support checks. Otherwise, I'll have that judge lock you up, and the only way you'll see Abby is through plexiglass.
I lost my job. I lost my job because of all those false accusations that you made.
Well, that's not my problem, is it? You have 1 week to get me my money. Oh, and by the way, I had my lawyer file a restraining order against you that says you're not allowed within 50 feet of me or Abby.
Karen, please don't do this.
I gotta be honest with you, Mr. Donovan. I'm afraid it doesn't look good. Your wife was granted full custody, and they revoked your visitation rights because of the accused abuse.
This is a lie. I had never harmed my daughter or even my wife. She's making all this up.
I know. I believe you. But the judge felt that these photos were compelling enough to lean on her side. Unless you could prove that she's lying, it's unlikely that you're going to win the appeal.
What am I supposed to do? This is my baby girl that we're talking about here.
All right. You have 3 months for the trial. You need to get a job and remain firm on your child support. It'll give you some goodwill with the judge.
Determined to win custody of his daughter, Jeff got to work looking for a new job. But because of his ongoing court battle and the accusations against him, Jeff was met with rejection after rejection after rejection. The only job Jeff could land was working as a night shift custodian, despite his qualifications and education. Unfortunately, even after working over 60 hours a week, Jeff's minimum wage job wasn't enough to cover the child support and the bills.
As you can see, I've found and maintained a job over the last several months.
Despite that, you were late on 3 child support payments.
You know, I'm doing everything I can to make these payments on time. I'm skipping meals, cutting back on utilities. These payments, they are eating up almost all of my take-home pay.
Look, I empathize with you. I do, Jeff. But the judge won't. We have a court date in 2 days. Unless you could prove your ex-wife is lying, it ain't gonna go well for you.
Can we talk?
No, we can't. And unless you're here with a check, you are violating a restraining order.
That restraining order is a bunch of bull. I never touched you or Abby.
It doesn't matter whether you did or didn't.
Of course it matters. Truth always wins.
Look where the truth got you. The only thing that matters is what the judge believes. And he believes me.
Because you lied to him.
Well, don't blame me for being smart enough to work the system.
So you admit it, you lied.
Of course I lied to that judge. I even faked those pictures of Abby's bruises using makeup. It was the best way to bleed you dry of every penny that you have. And guess what? There's not a thing you can do about any of it.
You are unbelievable.
No, what is unbelievable is that you still don't get it. I can admit to anything because no one will ever believe a word you say ever again. After all, to the rest of the world, you're just a man who beats his wife and daughter. Now get off my property before I call the police.
Is that Dad?
I thought I told you to do the dishes.
But I want to see Dad.
Dishes. Now. Don't make me tell you again. I'll see you in court tomorrow. Oh, and don't worry, I'll be sure to tell my lawyer that you violated a restraining order and missed another child support payment.
All rise.
Thank you. Please be seated. It's been brought to my attention that Mr. Donovan has some new evidence to present before my ruling.
Yes, Your Honor. We would like to submit new evidence proving my client is innocent. May I present it?
Go ahead.
Look where the truth got you. The only thing that matters is what the judge believes, and he believes me.
Because you lied to him.
Well, don't blame me for being smart enough to work the system.
So you admit it, you lied.
Of course I lied to that judge. I even faked those pictures of Abby's bruises using makeup. It was the best way to bleed you dry of every penny that you have. And guess what? There's not a thing you can do about any of it.
Your Honor, there's no way of knowing if this footage is real. For all we know, it's been manipulated.
Actually, Your Honor, we used this hidden camera. We also have Mrs. Donovan's neighbors who witnessed the exchange and are here to testify to its authenticity.
This is ridiculous. You've already ruled in my favor.
Sit down. In light of the new evidence provided, the court rules in favor of Mr. Donovan, granting him full custody of his daughter, Abby.
You can't do that. Can you do that?
Furthermore, the court orders Mrs. Donovan to pay child support to Mr. Donovan in the amount of $950 a month.
That is not fair, Your Honor.
I'm not done. Additionally, the court orders Mrs. Donovan in contempt of perjury. Bailiff, please take her into custody. Court dismissed.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Kate, I missed you so much. I'm never gonna let them take you again. I love you so much.
I love you too, Daddy.
Oh.